So you're able to see my presentation, right? So you can just put it on the chat.
No, not yet.
Okay, okay. How about now?
Yeah.
Cool. So hey guys, good evening and thank you for your time today. I am Athira from Z Narrative, and today's session is focusing. In fact, I want my community to understand how AI is changing social media marketing. Yeah, because the reach of social media has gone far from the way we interact to the way we market a product. And for any business, let it be large business or small scale business, social media has become a formative factor for success. So here is the agenda. First, it is about how AI supercharge your social media, and the second is we will see few platform how AI is being used, and my final thought about it and a feedback to it. Yeah. So how AI supercharge your social media? So basically, every time you open up a social media platform, we see some or other ads, okay, and these ads are based on our interest. So how this comes up, how all these things are happening, like everything is thinking, the thinking part, the acting part, and everything is like human, right? This happens with the help of artificial intelligence, machine learning, and deep learning. So artificial intelligence is a whole set, and machine learning and deep learning comes as a subset to it. It's a more specialized form of AI. So just to say in a simple words, artificial intelligence is something, it's a smart algorithm basically, which is optimized in such a way that the certain activities that are the certain activities which is there, that is that brings the characteristics of human intelligence. And machine learning, as I said, a more specialized form of AI, where the computer is being asked to learn, like how the computer is being learned, and they come up with a set of rules. And on the huge data set, there will be huge data, so they will put up some of set of rules and makes that data sensible, and through that they'll create a problem solving system. Now the data which is there, it is on a unstructured format. So structuring of the data, I mean structuring of this unstructured uh, data, it is called deep learning. So for example, it is like the unstructured data means the images, the text, the content, the sound, and everything which relates to a particular topic. So this is all unstructured data in different forms and shape, right? So when these data is structured through deep learning. So when we see that social media is just revolving around us to see that who we are, how do we spend our time, and what are our likings. So the example is just basically what we use in our day-to-day, it is applied on our day-to-day lifestyle. Like when you open up Netflix, you get to see the recommendation, right? This is again the magic of AI. The Facebook, the can spot the faces, like when you put up an image, it's tend to spot the image with the name. So again, so this is a very long I mean the feature which has come a long back, I mean long ago. And Alexa, whenever you ask something to Alexa, it understands. So again, so these are some examples which has a magic of AI. So through AI, what it can do is it can analyze the text, the picture, it can detect the spam thing, bring more insight towards your social data, data gathering, and advertisement. Now, what happens when, AI meets social media platforms? So today we are going to discuss about Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. Because AI being a key component of the popular social media network we use daily. So I think we need to go a bit in detail to understand how these platforms are using AI. So about Facebook, so the stats here itself says that 1.2 billion people are uploading, huge amount of photos, and so the stats is very much clear that Facebook is dominated by a text-based post. As it is dominated by a text-based post, so the technique here is used is deep learning, which is helping to do a further analysis. So let's see how AI is used in Facebook. With I've just used a couple of use cases over here, not the entire thing. So textual analysis. This is one thing where deep text is the technique what is used. So how it works. So basically when we do some post or when we comment on something, when we do some online, put some online review, or we do enter the data for a survey, we go through a survey process and all. So all this data which is there, it is been analyzed in, like it has been looked like what user are talking about, how are they feeling on that particular topic, how are you behaving towards that particular topic, and so is it a positive, is it a negative kind of an indication. And what happens is that this, from a business perspective, it gives a brand the better understanding that how the customer is looking towards the brand. So it's on a positive note, on a negative note, on an improvement note. So this is what textual analysis do. So whatever we do, I mean our comments and all, it is taken in that format. So it is collecting all the data which are in line in the similar pattern, and then a smart algorithm is built towards it. And we are very well aware about the facial recognition. So the technique here is uses deep face, which is used to identify the user. I mean, not the user, sorry, identify the people when you upload a picture. So this was a huge controversy, when Facebook has come up with the facial recognition. So later at the time, now Facebook has an option where you can turn on and off the recognition setting. And also from a business perspective, it is a good way for the businesses to connect the customer. For example, if they are any clothing brand, they want to run a kind of a campaign. Yeah, so they can put up the people like who have been using their products and all their apparels and all those things. They can put their faces, and they can put something saying that okay, just recognize your face, and this brings something aligned to their business, and they can give some prizes. And also it is all kind of recognition and gaining more publicity. And finally the thing is target advertising. So this is also we are experiencing in the day to day basis. So what it says is that whatever you do when you're logged into Facebook, and along with that you do some other kind of search activities, you look for other products or anything. So based on that, when you come back to Facebook, you see something related to the something related to your search. So it's like Facebook is literally watching through our mobile phones. Yeah, so content marketing is one of the sponsored content which has come to my Facebook page, because I'm looking more towards content marketing, digital things and all. So this is how the target advertising and is working based on the AI, and this helps to increase the conversion for the business. So irrespective of large or small business, this is an added advantage. Like, and also for a consumer like us, it is a good thing. Like you research on something, then going to a lot of pages and all on the social media platform, you get some suggestions, multiple suggestion on that topic. It is screening off. I mean, it is taking some steps, so it is decreasing some research step for a consumer like us. That is what my take is towards it. And then the recent thing what Facebook have brought up is the shopping experience. Again, it is powered by AI. So what it does is that when for a small business or any, so nowadays the small business are coming, trying the best to come the online, right? Come up online. So what happens is that the small business can set up their store within the Facebook application, and based on our likings, based on our interest, we can keep scrolling through the, we get all the suggestions, we keep scrolling, and then we figured out what we need to purchase and do a checkout. So the whole process is done in the Facebook app, or you can do the checkout also in the particular business's website. So it is making our life more easier through this shopping experience which Facebook has brought in. So next I'm talking here about Instagram. So we don't need any particular introduction about it again. So it is a platform we all know very well, correct? The fundamental for Instagram is it has a huge amount of data that they are collecting and can help in showing us what we like and how we can based on our likings we can do a further analysis or further exploring towards it. Now Instagram, how the AI is being used over Instagram is heavily on the explore button, the explore page, what we, the search page, search thing what we do on the app. But here I would like to just put more insight towards it, like how is that thing happening, you know? So what Instagram basically does is that, like when you go to the explore page, you see the content of your interest, and the Instagram explore page with the technique of AI, it start looking for a seed account. That means it start looking for a account which the user like us have interacted before, like doing some likings or save some content accordingly. Yeah. So once it identifies a similar account, hey guys, you're there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, because the meeting time is going up, so that's cool.
Not an issue.
Yeah, so once it identifies a similar account, what it does is, that is this billions kind of account what it has identified. So based on the AI technique, it selects 500 pieces of content and it further filters to remove the spam and the misinformation based on their Instagram policies. And the remaining are ranked. That is how likely you interact with each of the content. Based on that, it is ranked, and the top 5 are sent to, no, top 25 basically are sent to your first page. So whatever you see on the first page of the explore is the top 25 based on our interest. So every uh, every user has a unique explore feed actually. So this is how this explore page is working, and that's what this image says, that from the billions of the content which is there, it is going drilling down to 500, and from there it is removing the spam and finally reaching up to 25, and that is also based on our interest. So this helps a small business in such a way that they need not have a huge follower, but if their stories come up in the explore page, it's well for them also. The next is the spam filter. So here what is that, the technique of deep text AI is used over here. So it removes everything that is spam or against the community guideline. So through this, it is again a boon for the marketers that they can keep away from the spam account and allow genuine users to find them. So this is how the power of AI is working in Instagram. Also, that cyberbullying was also one of the many controversial thing over Instagram. So what Instagram does is now, like unlike other platform, it has been using AI extensively to auto check the content based hashtag from all other users, and something that does not follow their community guidelines, AI removes it instantly. So that what the screenshot shows, that somebody has written you're a stupid loser, right? And when you're posting it, it is giving an indication that even if you post this comment, it is not going to be visible, it is going to be hidden from others. So that is how a glimpse of how Instagram is using AI. And next, a deeply AI, which where AI is deeply used platform is Pinterest. So the stats are very much visible to you guys. So here the company has noticed that while users are usually they're spending time on all other platforms, okay, and when they come to Pinterest, they're investing time to find some answer towards their problem. So even I'm a budding food blogger. Okay, so when I do something or when I need some inspiration, I nowadays go directly to Pinterest and just type what I want to see, and I see a lot of variations, and I take inspiration from that. So it's like my problem, I approach towards Pinterest and I get a solution. So it is a fantastic thing that the company has thought in that perspective, and it is all a visual based search platform, and whatever we see visually, it always stay in our mind. So Pinterest, what it does is like, it has got a Pinterest lens, basically, which is where the AI technique is used. Okay, so where the user can take picture with their camera and upload it in the Pinterest search engine. So when that uploading happens, that AI recognizes and decodes everything from the colors to the shape to the visual pattern. That what you can see. So there's a picture of a shoe which says that its color, its style, and based on that, it is giving other recommendation, right? So there is a visual search which is happening, object search, image search, and with all this and more of another information which is required, all this, based on that the algorithm gives a perfect recommendation. And the other recommendation or feature of a Pinterest which use pinsage, which is basically contextual form information. So you can see over here the contextual form information is just 75%, basically it is just a 2 words or 3 words, it doesn't go more than that, right? So when you do such kind of a search, the beauty of the Pinterest is that it goes to a very detailed level. Now I wanted to buy some indoor plants. Okay, so what it is, okay, plants which I can keep within my house and all, within indoors and all. So it gives me like how, which kind of a plants we need to keep indoors, so it cleans the it is good for purifying the indoor air. What are the 10 type of plants first time if you are doing something easy plant, which can be used planted and all those things. So it is a air purifying, easy hanging, best low light plants and everything. It's just giving a deep kind of a recommendation. So how does that happen? Yeah, so when the so what happens is that then whatever we search, the name of the pin boards and the website where the image has been posted, that helps this platform to understand what photo is representing and what needs to come when we are in, when a particular user is into the Pinterest and looking out for some more options. And the another thing what Pinterest has come up, it's a, I personally liked it, that is, it reduce self harm content. So here what happens is that the platform is have a deep interest in helping user to avoid any self harm, and they have come up with a emotional well-being activities. So there's an option where in the new activities in the Pinterest, when people used to search for, okay, some stress quote like sad quote or something related to stress life, they wanted to have some images or something like that. So in that terms, what Pinterest used to do is that when over here, Pinterest used to come up with a session called emotional well-being activity, and they ask you to, okay, you're feeling sad or stressed, here are some resources that may help to improve your mood. And when you click on take look, it drives to what are the different type of things what you can do to relax yourself to enhance your mood. So if you if you go further to take a break, so it will sorry take a breathe, so it will tell you, okay, what kind of a breathing exercise will help you. So it's like a 2 3 small snippets which gives you like, okay, this kind of exercise when you do along with them, and you feel more relieved and all. But the now so the whole thing was introduced when you put when the user do some research, when user do some research based on the emotional codes on the negative side. So but now it is available for everyone. So if you put with the hashtag Pinterest well-being, when you put this hashtag, you can also go through this exercise. And Pinterest also ensures that these activities are private and are not connected to any of the accounts, or they are not giving any kind of recommendation to any of the third party, or they don't not giving any kind of recommendation in your search area, or there won't be any ads towards it. So that kind of a assurance Pinterest is giving here. So am I clear till now?
Yes. Yes, Aditi.
Yes.
Cool, guys. So with this, I just want to sum up. This is my final thought, that having a I just want to highlight here is that having highlighted specific, I mean, social media network in collision with AI is a boon for marketers. So AI is a great opportunity for social media marketers, and also it is at a convenience for we as consumer. The AI not only help in collecting quality and quantity data, but also provide deep insight which help as a marketer to enhance their campaign and for better decision, and also for a consumer like us to make our decision better. So when all these platforms are giving a lot of suggestion, these suggestions are coming based on our interest. So this is helping us to make a quick decision. And the end result is that for a marketer it is a great customer satisfaction and more sales, and for us also it is a satisfaction that, okay, we are getting an options, or we are getting a recommendation based on our interest. So advice to a marketer. So many of you are not a marketer, but in future, who knows? Everybody can become an entrepreneur because everyone has that skill. Even that's what I believe. Not today, but obviously tomorrow, anyone can be a marketer. So if you are willing to, and if you are unwilling to enhance your strategy with the changing role of AI in social media, you might have to face failures. So I'm giving up giving up to you guys to think about it. So that's end my session, as this was my first webinar, and I thank all of you for your valuable time here, and I would love to hear your feedback.
Thank you so much, Athira, for your presentation. It was really very nice. Also, I personally like the last slide, which was I did not know about it regarding the Pinterest initiative.
Okay.
Yeah, you can go back to the slide. Yeah.
Cool.
So we have been using this Pinterest, Instagram, etc. Yeah, and whatever you were going through, I just related it with my search. What happens when I put a search on Instagram or on Pinterest like that?
Mhm.
For
Cool.
example, recently I'm interested in macrame project. So I'm making a macrame wall hanging and macrame lantern kind of thing. So when I go to in Pinterest or when I go to Instagram, to search for it, and if I like follow 2 or 3 pages of it on Instagram,
Mhm.
instantly the next day I get some recommendations, or in my inbox it some of the other uh, posts of whatever
Yeah, yeah,
suggestions
got it.
just pops out, and they ask me to follow them, or just to go to a look, get a look on
Mhm.
of that their page.
So
That's
yeah,
the idea, I
actually,
guess.
this
Yeah.
this gives a more encouragement to see towards towards our interest area. Okay, this is there. Okay, this something new is there. So it's kind of giving a more inspiration to work on. So as a budding food blogger, also like when I'm trying some new cuisine, I just want to see okay how more it can be done or what more it can be done towards it, and how within a minimal ingredients how I can achieve it. Pinterest is one of the great area where I look out for inspiration.
Yeah. So if we look at this at a marketing perspective, then it is also for example, I'm following a page, someone's page who says
Mm-hmm.
macrame, who gives products on macrame.
Okay.
The other competitor of her might be keeping a look on her followers, maybe. So I am receiving a follow request from the other page who also has macrame.
Okay.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
might
So,
be.
so yeah. So when you so you're asking that I didn't understand your question basically. So you're asking that the competitor is also getting to know about it, or so.
Yeah, I'm just not sure about it, but I have observed this. For
Mhm.
example, you, as you are a food blogger, now I follow you, and two or more food bloggers I follow. Then also I get requests from other food bloggers into my account that this person wants to follow you, but actually they are not willing. They don't want to follow me. They just want to highlight their page and me to visit their page, right?
Yeah, yeah. So yeah. So basically everything is like, so the thing over here in Instagram, which even I also face, like okay, when I post something I get something from new person and they expect me to follow. So when, and at times Instagram, I believe from my research and all, at times Instagram could also find out, like when if it is scam, then I think they would stop it. Even I got some following request from something very very vague account, which was having a very shabby description, and completely I cannot say what it was, and I just wondered what is this. So I just gave a block to that account. Okay. And the moment we do some activities towards that account, it is kind of getting recorded, or it is kind of getting traced, and based on that the further recommendation or things which comes into our feed is based on the action we do towards the other accounts, or the actions we basically take on that particular platform.
Okay.
See, every internet-based technology comes with a boon and a bane.
Yeah, yeah,
So whatever you try to search, it's always going to get watched. So
Mhm.
my take on indeed with respect to your presentation, it was really insightful, and you covered all the topics that were supposed to cover in as in an umbrella of AI.
Mhm.
I still expected IoT into it, Internet of Things. If you could have covered that topic into your presentation, it will also make a lot of difference and will add impetus to it. So I think so you should add more slides onto IoT as well, because with respect to AI, IoT is also the next chapter
Yeah,
associated with AI. So
yeah,
can
that's
think
true.
about it
So,
of adding it,
yeah.
because when you give an example of Alexa and all those things, it is basically artificial intelligence is the base, but it is Internet of Things. It is the material output of AI.
Mhm.
So if you want to put that slide, make sure that you also mention how Alexa was designed and what is the thought process behind designing it,
Yeah,
and
so it's
what
like,
are the next IoT things that are there in that would be in upcoming in the future.
yeah, yeah, true, true.
Yeah.
Surely, sure. So your feedback is taken
Okay.
on a positive note. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Atriya.
Okay, so guys, I guess any more queries from anyone? or else we can wind up the session?
No.
Cool. Thanks once again, guys, for being part of this webinar. Thanks a lot, and we'll catch you soon with more interesting fact and taking a positive note from one of the participants here. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Akira.
Dhira. It was good.
Thanks.